Yo, what's good YouTube with the man? It's your boy Cat, back at with another banger video today. Hey man, look, we're gonna hop in straight to it, man. Y'all haven't heard from me, seen from me in a little minute. So I got some different stuff, different screenshots, stuff like that I'm gonna cover with y'all today. But look, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you're new. Couple more content, probably stream later on today, tomorrow as well. So of course today is the 17th, so expect to stream around like 5 o'clock Central Time, right? But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get straight into this video. So look, man, we have a bunch of stuff going on in the NBA 2K community whenever it comes to people complaining really about stuff going on with rhythm shooting and bro, realistically, y'all don't care that much, bro. Y'all really don't. And it kind of irritates me because whether somebody rhythm shoots or not, you're only you only have to green one thing regardless, right? You either green tempo or you green timing, right? So some people use, as you see right there, literally in this clip, as I'm talking, my homeboy, he rushed his tempo, but he greened his timing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel as though if either one, you only need to green one thing, why does it matter which one people prefer to use, right? When this game very first came out, I was using the square button because the rhythm shooting had a hitch, but then I switched over to rhythm shooting, right? Just because of like they took the hitch out the game. That's the reason why I wasn't using it. But as we know that it's just something that you adapt to in the game and stuff like that. And I definitely don't feel like if you're they're greening, right? You'd be like, oh, it takes no skill to green your rhythm shot. You're tapping square, bro, or you're holding the right stick down. Either way, like it's the same thing, bro. I don't really care when people rhythm shoot. It's not something that's like, oh, you doing this, it's so bad. No, none of that matters. I can green with square, I can green with rhythm shooting. It really doesn't matter if they take it out or leave it in the game, right? It's just something that I grew accustomed to get back used to using, right? But anyways, man, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, how y'all feel about rhythm shooting. If you feel like it should be taken out of the game, if you feel like it being in the game isn't really a problem, right? I feel as though what they should do with rhythm shooting though is just take away the ability to see the timing. It should just be straight tempo, bro. And then y'all see if it's green, you know what I'm saying, or not. Because people seeing the time and they be like, oh, he greened a white. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's the whole point of it being able to have your shot where you're shooting it slower, like they said, or you're shooting a quicker shot. Having that ability is the reason why you green the tempo. But anyways, man, with NBA 2K Toots, they gave us, if you don't know, it's a YouTube channel that gives us different information whenever it comes to jump shot contests, is what I'm covering right now, that you get whenever it comes to block, right? So with our block rating, they did a test if it was 25 perimeter and a 25 block and then a 25 perimeter and a 99 block, right? So the average challenge contest was 11.7% with the 25 block, and then with the 99 block, it was right at 50%, man, 49.85. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I definitely feel as though like jumping contest is a lot better type of contest. But if you're gonna sit there, you risk, getting pump fake by a 7-4 or 7-3, even a 6-8. Like you risk getting pump fake by them. Even the small guards I've been pump fake by. And that's all part of the game, bro. There's a lot of people who made their money off of pump fakes. You got your Joe Johnsons, your Carmelo Anthony's. So if you can't sit there and be in the front, I seen Steph Curry. I think last year, you know what I'm saying, Dylan Brooks was guarding him. A solid defender. He pump faked him. He jumped off the screen and he pulled. I mean, that's what happens. You have to jump, right? That's what happens in real NBA. So I'm not, you jump and have to contest. I'm not worried about it. And then I'm not worried about Paul George trying to contest Wemby. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people who's 6'8", 6'9", who's trying to contest these 7-4s. I mean, I don't really see anybody in the league really contesting Wemby, but I'm not seeing somebody that is 6'8" doing it, right? Even I would have to think it would have to be somebody like Chet or somebody who is like 7'2", 7'3", would have to try to contest Wemby. And again, even then, they still get shot over. So I don't feel like that any of that stuff is necessarily unrealistic, especially if you have a 7-4 that shoots the ball to that clip, right? So yeah, let me know. But like I said, man, these are the challenge numbers and stuff like that comes with the jump contest from 2K Toots. We also got a screenshot from them for different green window sizes, depending on how far you are from the goal. Of course, he was using Luka in these pictures, in these screenshots. I believe all the tests are on Hall of Fame. Not 100% sure. But for the first screenshot, you see you have a bigger green window. Oh, you have three screenshots, right? You have one right at the 3 point line, one in the paint area, and the one a little bit from limitless range, right? So from the one at the 3 point line, it's pretty much average green window. I don't know Lucas 3 on this game, but I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in like probably the mid 80s or something like that, right? So let's just say he has like an 83 3 because I know that's a lot of people hit that 83 threshold so they can get that bronze limitless. So let's say Luca has an 83 3, right? Shooting at that 3 point line, like I said, is pretty average green window. I'm pretty sure he has a higher mid range than he has a 3 pointer. As you see in that midi area, the green window is bigger, and then when you go to limitless, that green window is very much smaller. Still greenable though. You know what I'm saying? If you know the shot, or if you rhythm shoot, different stuff like that. So y'all let me know how I feel about that. I definitely knew like that. The further you go away, it doesn't say it necessarily changes your jump shot, but it definitely does change the green window size, right? Let's hop to this next screenshot. As you see, where these two screenshots they're both full adrenaline bars, right? They both have 3 adrenaline bars, but one has like low stamina, like you know what I'm saying, it's starting to load back up, and the other one has pretty much full stamina. So as you see, the one with full stamina pretty much has a green window, pretty much the same size as it did in that screenshot we showed before, and then this one here has the pretty much same green window as it did whenever you showed from limitless range. So that's definitely a reason why it's harder to shoot the ball whenever you're more tired. The reason why the hydration hero is such a good takeover right now is because of that. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Like I said, man, we already this is information we already felt like we knew, but it is definitely good like confirmation of it all, right? So congratulations to Splash, right? Joe Knows said it way back that he was gonna win this tournament pretty much every time. So as we see, this first tournament came and passed. Splash did win the first 10K tournament for my team, right? The King of the Court. So yeah, he definitely won that. And like Joe Knows said, man, he finna run up that bag this year. And all you gotta do is win 10 weekends. That's 100K. So of course you gotta get taxed on and stuff like that. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. Congratulations to Splash again. So Chapel, I don't know how to say his name. If it's you, excuse me if I'm butchering it. But I'm gonna say Chap for right now. You know what I'm saying? I know Chap. All right, so he's releasing a NBA 2K26 3v3 stage tournament on November 20th at 5, I assume p.m. Eastern. So his rules are no footers, no tempo shooting, no lock screens. So as in like you're a lockdown set in the screens, I assume. No corner ISO, which I mean that's pretty much how like I play. A lot of like ISO players play like that. Like they have two people sitting in the corner, they ISO all day. No double 6'7s, right? It says guards have to be between 5'9" and 6'4. Locks have to be between 6'5" and 6'7. And then centers have to be between 6'8" and 6'9. I don't feel like that's really a center height. You are in a park, so 6'8", 6'9 centers aren't like crazy for that. But I don't know. There's people who run footers, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it's his event to host. I don't feel like it's that big of a deal about the footers, tempo shooting. Like, well, how do you want people to play then? You know what I'm saying? It's just confusing. Like, if you only want it to where their centers are coming to set them a screen, so then you have centers and locks switching. I don't know. That's just in my head. I could see it could be more fun seeing different play styles, right? Seeing the people who want to come on ISO against the people who run around the PNR. You know what I'm saying? The different people who want to come bring footers. Of course, I understand the 7-4 stuff. Stuff like that. I definitely understand the 7-4s. Shooting over people that people, don't want to go through, but I don't know. I definitely feel as though like it's not as big as a deal people make it seem. And of course, there's people guys in and stuff like that. Especially whenever you go into like a tournament and people are betting money and stuff like that and saying $15 per team. Just say you have 10 teams, that's what, $150, right? So, just definitely looking at that stuff and then seeing what y'all feel as though about that. Like I said, man, if it's a footer, cool. Like I play footers all the time. We beat footers, we lose to footers. I play people who set screens with locks. We beat them, we lose to them. I play people who run corner ISO. I beat them, I lose to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I don't know. I definitely feel as though it's not that big of a deal, bro. And to sit there and to make somebody essentially play how you play, I don't know. Especially in a way that is so lame, right? Like I never been a fan of the whole center come set a screen for the guard so he can run around the screen all day. So then I can have a player to play lock against them. I feel like that lineup itself ruined the diversity of 2K But then again, that's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. But Double H let us know how you feel as well. He says some people in the 2K community think this is normal, by the way. This part of the community has been delusional for years too. They want everyone to play just like them, and if you don't, you're weird. And then they wonder why the game is boring for them in a month or two. It's not just this tournament too. It's gotten to the point where every competitive league, app, tourney on 2K has got a rule for damn near everything these days. Exactly why that stuff is super repetitive and boring to watch. So I guess it's normal because it's been normalized for years now. But it should not be normal, and that's for sure. So he had a back and forth with somebody in 2K community. I forgot who it was. But regardless of the fact, I do feel as though you want everybody to play the same way. And that's the reason why Ticino's wagers back in 2K20 was so interesting. It's because he's on a shot creator. He's going to guard your best player because, I mean, he only runs twos anyway. So he's going to guard your guard, whether he's running around screens, doing whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, being the most OP build. He's on a shot creator with the 70-something perimeter, and he making it work, right? So, and he lost games too, you know what I'm saying? But he was also playing on crazy delay back then. So I definitely feel as though it is they lost that diversity factor of it, and it came around that 2K20, 2K21 days, and I don't like that personally. But then again, like I said, it's their tourney, so at the end of the day, like, you can host your own tourney. But yeah, I definitely feel as though that hurts the game whenever you do stuff like that. So I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. We have a couple screen recordings, man. So this here is Joey 2K. He is literally doing drive and dunk and punching on people with Giannis. As you see how big that green window is, man. That green window is literally, I don't know what let me see. He has posterized on Hall of Fame, right? As you see in this little like still shot. He has posterized on Hall of Fame. So y'all let me know, like, is that like too crazy or what, man? But yeah, he has posterized on Hall of Fame with this Giannis build. I'm not sure how tall he is. He looks like he's probably 6'11" or so. You know what I'm saying? He got gold lightning launch. So he has to have, I mean, you could put a max +2. So yeah, you could have a 68 speed with ball, which I think is at 6'11". I think that's where it caps out. I also think that's where lightning launch caps out at, period. But yeah, he might be 6'11" with a max +2 on lightning launch, and that's how he's getting it. Because he also has the unpluggable bronze, and you get unpluggable bronze like a 70 ball handle or something like that. So I definitely feel as though, like, he is sitting here, like, on a pretty much slashing type of build. But y'all let me know how y'all feel about that, man. He's just running down there and dunking on people like crazy. We also have a video from NBA 2K Labs, and they say, Mike Wang says, when you lose adrenaline, you lose block and steal stats, right? So as you see, they're comparing a side-by-side, one with no bars and one with 3 bars. As the one with no bars, don't get me wrong, he jumped a little late, a little bit later on the one with no bars compared to the one with bars. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you can see the hand of the ball kind of leaving in one picture compared to the other. But still, as you see, in my opinion, that definitely is more a block rating. And as we already seen from 2K2, the higher your block is, the more contest you get. On top of the fact that Mike Wang just said you lose block ratings when you have less adrenaline. So y'all be using y'all adrenaline very wisely, because you can sit here and be hurting yourself in the long run of possessions. Same with like point guards and sitting there dribbling around too much. Like I said, with the whole losing stamina and stuff. This is the same exact thing whenever it comes over to the block and steal rating on NBA 2K26. So y'all let me know how y'all feel about this, man. As y'all see me showcasing this new build in the background, bro. This build I went very crazy on at the end of this gameplay. I had like 24 and 11. New build, man. Let me know if y'all like it, man. I like what y'all see. I went perfect 9 for 9, 6 for 6 from Trey Ball. This is my very first rec game with him. And I was just really trying to see like everything that I could do, everything that it entails. Of course, the team we was playing wasn't too crazy, but then again, y'all let me know. They didn't shoot bad either, man. So let me skip to the end of this gameplay. As y'all see in this still shot, man, we went 24 points, 11 assists, 9 for 9 from the field goal, 6 for 6 from 3-pointer. Yeah, like I said, man, they didn't shoot like bad. They was 20 for 40 from 3-point line. And I mean, that is them shooting right at 50%. And we shot pretty much right at 67%. So we did shoot a lot better. But we also had like 12 more shots. Their big shot, 7 for 15. They had a lot of threes. They shot a lot of threes. They shot 10 more threes than we did. But like I said, man, me going 9 for 9, 6 for 6, and also still having 11 assists. Me having that passing ability on my build, and then us having 34 assists as a team, that definitely, like, I mean, you have a game like that, you should win all the time. But anyway, man, it's me, your boy Cowboys. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe if you're new, man. I'm out, bro.